Hello, I'm Joseph Kovacs and this is my boat, the Brunette. I always wanted to sail to far-off lands, but school, marriage, raising a family stood in the way, until I realized I didn't have to go to the far corners of the world to find adventure. Right here in the coastal waters of British Columbia, there is ample opportunity to find boating excitement. I decided to follow in the footsteps of the early 19th century coastal settlers. My transportation choice was a rowboat of the Swampscott Dory type. I built her in a 3-month period with the help of my fiancé and children. She is 16.5 feet long, can carry 1,000 pounds, and still row easily. She answers to the name Brunette. My journey started at Lund, BC. We launched in the late afternoon of August 3rd, 2011, and I rowed north through the Ragged Islands. My first stop was Refuge Cove. My original plan was to row 35 miles a day, every day, for 5 weeks, and with luck get to Prince Rupert. Well, that is what I now call city talk. In city talk, we speak in terms of time, distance, and speed, which we have absolute control over, which tells us and everyone else where we will be. That is not the case on the coast. The tidal current is the most important defining portion of the travel equation, and humans have no control over any tidal current. When it is running against you, there's no going any further. You best heed her voice. I rode a low daily mileage of 17 miles to a high daily mileage of 47 miles a day. The most common was 22 to 25 miles a day. The furthest north I got was Blind Channel. On arrival, Blind Channel was full of large pleasure boats. Here I realized my trip was the talk of other boaters. Several skippers tried to discourage me from going further north, and at first I wasn't accepting their advice. That evening, the resort fishing guide asked me if I would join him for a walk. He had heard on the wharf about me going through the Greenpoint Rapids and the infamous Whirlpool Rapids. He told me to turn back and try another year, starting in May before disaster strikes me and I became fish food. On the day I decided it was too much of a risk to continue going north, the skipper of the yacht Dharma came down to my boat and asked, "Are you going through the Greenpoint Rapids?" I said no. He said, "Good decision. My wife baked you cookies last night and here they are. If you were going to go through the Greenpoint Rapids and try transiting Johnson Straits, I wasn't going to give you the cookies. No point wasting good cookies on a dead man. The cookies were the best I have ever eaten, and I would not want to waste them on a dead man." I rode around 300 miles in 11 days, pushed myself often to my physical limits, and did not reach my original goal, but still had an adventure of a lifetime. Never give up on dreams. Just change them to fit your changing situation.